Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa, and this is Budgeting Over 40. So, you guys, it's about to be January in a new year, 2024. And before we start spending any kind of money, it's best to start with a budget, just so your money has an idea of what to do and where to go. So for me, my budget starts with a pre plan, and I am here to start with that so you guys could see how I get everything rolling. And then we're going to roll right into our January budget. So if that is something that you're interested in, stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so my pre plan generally starts with me, going over and plugging in the numbers for my income and my expenses, and also going in to show you guys what paycheck will be paying what bill. But this time I'm going to be doing it a little bit different. So I'm going to right off the bat hide these columns. Okay. I'm just going to hide those and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, just so you guys could see clearer. So I do know that I am going to be getting a cost of living increase, both from my paycheck, my SSI benefits, and hubby should be getting the same increase. Okay. For right now, I don't know what that number is going to be for my net income because I budget using my net income. So I'm going to continue to use the numbers that I've been using, because I am a salaried employee. I'm going to use those numbers that I used in 2023 until I know what the new numbers are. So my paycheck is usually $2,357.32. And that's times two. And that's okay, so that's times two for a total of $4,714.64. My SSI benefits, like I said, even though I'm going to be getting a cost of living increase, I'm going to budget using the amount that I have been budgeting with, $1,300.10. And hubby usually sends over $1,000 per pay period, times two for the month for $2,000. So, what we're going to be working with in the month of January, what I'm budgeting with is $8,014.74. Now, okay, my rent is due on the first for 2,500. My ECSI Perkins loan is due on the first for $40. I have received my electric bill, which is due on the first, and I know it's going to be $23. And reason it's so low is because for 2023 I was on the budget or balance billing, and I was being billed more than the amount of energy that I was using. And because my budget is so tight right now, or money is so tight, I have taken myself off of the balance billing. There was credit what that was left, so this is $23 is just the remainder of the credit minus the amount that they billed me. So I know in February going forward, it's going to go up because now they're going to be billing me for the amount of energy that I'm using. Okay, so HB Inc., I am still on the 6 month um, promotion. I got 6 months free. So I still have, I think I have 4 months left. So after January, that it should be 3 months. So I'm budgeting zero. YNAB is due on the 8th for 1628. I'm gonna try to see if I can get myself on the annual billing for YNAB. I think it works out to be about $100. So I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet and pay for it, just so I don't have to pay the $16.28 per month. Peloton is on the 8th also for $44. Okay, my one main financial personal loan is due on the 9th, And I actually have signed up because I'm trying to, this is the loan or this is the debt that I'm going to be focusing on for the year 2024. I'm going to try to see if I can pay the whole thing off. I was paying $600 per month, so it's $300 per paycheck or per pay period. And I've mentioned this to you guys before. I am battling a cold, and today I'm very stuffy. So if you hear me, inhaling and, trying to catch my breath, it's because I can barely breathe. Okay, Discover for the month of January, I have a minimum payment of $171. Google Cloud is $2.16. My car insurance, you guys, is going up. New York State, which is the state that I live in, is increasing certain line items, I would say, in their insurance policies. So because New York State has increased, they have to increase it also. Who knows? So my insurance is going up to $276 per month. Now because of that, I'm gonna be shopping around for cheaper insurance because I can't afford, to be paying this. If there are no competitive rates, I will stick with them, but if I find cheaper insurance, I'm gone. Okay, so renter's insurance is $43.75, and this is my month on. Okay, so next up on the 14th, my mattress firm is due for $67 minimum payment. And on the 15th, if you've seen my video in December, there is a new line item for braces. My son has gotten his braces on, and my insurance doesn't cover the full cost of it. So there's $164 that I'm paying per month um, to, to supplement, I guess. um, I think total I'm gonna owe is $3,000, but they have broken it up into monthly payments of $164. Okay, Capital One number one is due on the 16th, and oh my goodness, this is my problem card now. So this is my everyday card, and because I am using this card on a daily basis, my balance is going up and it keeps going up. And because of that, my minimum payment is now $446. Unbelievable. So something has got to give because I need to stop using this card just so I can, you know, bring this balance back down. So we're going to have to figure this out. Okay. My Apple iCloud is for $2.99, and that's on the 19th. Netflix on the 23rd is going to be roughly $25. My auto loan is due on the 25th for $939.23. SiriusXM on the 26th for $7.27. My cell phone is for $294 on the 30th. Internet is for $117 on the 30th. Amazon Prime is for $16.28 on the 30th. I hope I said the 30th for these other ones. They're the 30th. And Lending Club, which is my other monster, for $1,059.22. And then my Apple Card is also due on the 30th for $25. Okay, you guys, so those are all the bills that have dates on them. Those are the ones that have to be paid on certain dates or before the due date. But going down now, I do have my other bills and expenses that, doesn't necessarily have a date. So the babysitter, I pay her on a Friday. There are 4 Fridays in January. I pay her $220 per week, 4 weeks, so that's $880. I try to get my son's haircut every 2 weeks. It costs me $35, including tip, so that's $70 for the two haircuts. Child support is $526 per month. and I break it up into two payments of 263. Groceries. Good gosh. So in the month of November, I did really good with my groceries. I only spent, say, roughly $600. So my crazy self decided to budget $600 for the month of December. But November was a special circumstance. I was without a stove for a little bit over a week, and hubby had, went out of town for a week. So it was just myself and the two littles that were home, and we didn't eat that much. So I didn't need that much groceries, and I was fooled. And I budgeted $600 in the month of December, but that's not enough. Okay, so I'm budgeting $1,000 for the month of January, and I am gonna do my best with meal planning and planning ahead to stay within this $1,000 budget. Household, I am budgeting $200. As for the car, I'm gonna do 150. Eating out, I'm gonna try to do $100 because that's what I have been averaging every month. I'm gonna hopefully try to come in under budget for this one because if I am meal planning, I can reel that amount in. But to be safe, I'm putting $100 down. Personal, $50. Copay and meds, I'm gonna do $50 for this one also. Propane and heating oil, I have not figured out how much to put towards those, so I'm gonna put zeros. I know I need to put an amount, but the budget doesn't allow for right now, so we'll leave those there. And I'm gonna try to save $100 per month. So remember, my total income was $8,014.74. And with everything that I just put in for my bills and expenses, you guys, it is a whopping $10,005.18. So this has me over budget for $1,990.44. And that's like a whole paycheck by itself. So what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to, you know, sit down with hubby and we're gonna have to talk about how we need to bring in more income because no matter how much I shave my bills down, I don't think, that my variable expenses will come in lower for me to be able to cut this amount down. So that basically means we are going to have to make more money, right? So, okay. So once I get this done, the next thing I do is I go right into my budget and I plug those numbers in and I budget out for the weeks. Because you guys, you do remember that I budget on a weekly basis. My week goes from a Sunday to a Saturday, and because of that schedule, there's gonna be 5 weeks that falls in the month of January. Okay, and I have it listed here. I have week one is from the 1st to the 6th, two is the 7th to the 13th, week three is the 14th to the 20th, week four is the 21st to the 27th, and week five is not quite a full week, but from the 28th to the 31st. All right. So I'm not planning to roll over anything. I don't expect to have any rollover for the month of January, but my income, and I have lumped my SSI benefits into my income. But for the first week of January, I'm getting paid on the 5th, $2,357.32. That's what I'm budgeting. Hubby is 1,000. And let's go down and let's budget out the monies for that one. So first up, And I'm going to be jumping around based on how I have it set up. So I need to pay my rent for the first for $2,500, my electric for 23, and the only other bill that's due is going to be the babysitter and child support. So let's go down to the kids section first. Let's do the babysitter for 220, and let's do child support for 263. Okay? In the debt section, I know I need to pay my student loan for $40. And then let's go into the variable section because I don't have any credit card bills due during that week because my Marcus is the only thing that's due on the 3rd and there is no balance on there. Okay? All right. So let's go to the variable section. So groceries, I am going to divide that $1,000 by 5 because there's 5 weeks. That's going to roughly be $200 per week. Household, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to divide it by 5, so it works out to be $40 per week. Copay and meds, I'm not going to budget anything this week. But for eating out, I'm going to do $20. Let's put it that way. Okay, so let's go down. I do have to put some money into gas. I'm going to put $30. And let's see what we're working with money-wise, okay? And you guys just bear with me because there's going to be a lot of jumping around here. Alrighty, so I have $21.32 left. Huh. Alright. I do want to put $10 towards the personal section. Let's put $10 here. So that should leave me with $11.32, yes. And I'm going to put that into the savings and sinking fund section, into the personal fund, $11.32. So you know that's going to leave me at 0, right? Okay, there we go. So in week number 2, I won't be rolling anything over in week 2, as in money-wise, because I just zeroed it out, right? So that's 0 for this. I am not getting paid from my regular day job, but my SSI benefits should be coming in for $1,300.10. And that's all I'm going to be expecting to budget for this week. So for the personal fund, I'm going to put $5. The bills that are due, monthly bills and expenses that are due, let's see. Subscription, I'm going to have my YNAB for $16.28. That's going to plus my Peloton for $44, plus my Google Cloud for $2.16. And that's it for my subscriptions. So that's going to total $62.44. And let's get a sum for these here. Okay. Why do I have $72? No, I'm supposed to be going from J28. There we go. $62.44. So in the groceries, for the variable section again, I'm going to do $200 for the groceries. I am going to do $40 for household again. Okay, and meds, I'm going to skip. Eating out, I'm gonna put another $20. All right. Next section is the transportation section. I am not going to be budgeting anything for the auto loan but my car insurance. I am going to budget with $276. Oh, in the bills and expenses, I do have to pay my renter's insurance. So 43.75. That total changed to 106.19. Okay. In the in the kids section, I do need to pay the babysitter again. And let's budget $35 for one of my son's haircut. So that's $255. Personal spending. I'm not gonna budget anything in this section. Debt loans. I know I'm going to have to pay my one main for $600 because it's due on the 9th. Actually, I'm gonna only do 300 because I am half a payment ahead. So in order to cover my January payment, I only need to pay that $300. All right, so that's $300 for that section. Now this is the part that I do have to put 171 for Discover, and that's the only credit card bill that's going to be due during this week. Okay, so total budgeted is $1,300.10, but my expenses is going to be over budget by $73.09. So we're going to have to figure out how to cover this amount in week number 2. So you guys, I'm not doing terrible, but let's move into week number 3. Okay, week number 3 is going to be another pay week. I will be getting paid on the 19th. So I will be getting paid $2,357.32, and hubby will be sending over $1,000. But let's get that amount from the remainder down here that we are over budget by. Okay, so I've brought this in. This is going to be my over budget amount that I'm going to have to cover within this week, week number 3. So I'm going to be working with $3,284.23. Okay, for emergency fund, I do want to put $50 in, $25 for the all things kids, and the next up is going to be the personal fund for $10. Okay, so those are the only things that I will be budgeting in week number 3 in the savings sections for $85. All right. Tithe and offering, I still haven't figured this out, so I have to leave it out of the budget for right now. Alrighty, let's go. Let's see what's due bills wise. So subscriptions, I have $2.99 for my iCloud. Oh, and that's it. Okay. So I'm only at budgeting $2.99 since week 3 for the bills and expensive section. All right, so groceries, here we go again, $200 for groceries. I mean, the variable spending, $200 for groceries, $40 for household. And meds, I'm skipping. And eating out, it's getting $20 again. That's a total of $260. In the transportation section, let's do $60 for gas. And we'll leave it there. I'm not going to do anything else for this section. Okay. In the kids section, I do need to do $220 for my babysitter, and I do need to do $263 for child support. And I think that's it. I'm not going to put anything else on this one in the kids section. All right. Personal spending, I'm only going to put $10 here. Nothing else. All right. In the debt loan section, I'm not going to put anything in that section over there. But in the credit card section, I do need to pay my Capital Mattress Firm. And second is my Capital One number one card. And that's it. I don't have anything else in this section. Okay. So total credit cards that I have to pay is $513. So let's take a look. Total income is going to be $3,284.23. And total expenses is $1,413.99. That's going to leave me $1,870.24. All right, so let's bring that amount over into week number 4. So this is going to be week number 4, and it's actually going to be green because it's not a negative balance. But this week I'm not going to be paid anything, so it's 0 for my income and 0 from hubby and 0 miscellaneous. So $1,870.24 is what we're going to be working with for this week. So first up, I'm going to bypass the savings and sinking fund section. I'm going to also bypass the given section. The monthly bills and expenses, what do we have to pay in this week? I do know I have some subscription coming out, which is my Netflix for $25 and my SiriusXM for $7.27. Okay, so total for this section is $32.27. Let's go down into the variable spending section again. Here we go, another $200 for groceries, another $400 for household goods. Copay and meds, I'm also skipping. But eating out, I'm going to put $20 once again. And I'm putting these amounts in here, but I'm hoping that I don't need this much. Okay, in the order loan section, I do need to pay this car payment because it is due on the 25th. And as you can see, this week is ranging from the 21st to the 27th. So auto insurance, fuel, I'm going to also put $50 for fuel. Okay. So that's a total of $989.23. Going down to the kids section, babysitter is going to get $220. Don't have to pay child support this week. And I will have to get my son's haircut again for $35. So that's a total of $255 in the kids section. In the personal section, I'm only putting $10 for myself. And let's see. Nothing else. I'm not budgeting anything else in this section. All right. So nothing for the debt section, nothing for the credit card section. So total income, $1,870.24. Total expenses is $1,546.50. Total remaining $323.74, and that's going to roll over into week number 5. Now this is where it's going to get sticky, you guys. This is where the real problem happens. Okay, so this is the amount that we're rolling into week number 5. I'm not expecting any income because we're not getting paid again. Hubby won't be getting paid again either, so we have nothing to budget. I'm not putting anything in the savings and sinking fund section. In the given section, we're still skipping that. All right. So I do need to pay my internet for 117, my cell phone for 295, and subscription. I think the only thing that's left to pay is 16.28 for my Amazon Prime. So total bills and expenses is $428.28. In the variable spending section, $200 for groceries, $40 for household goods, copay meds, nothing, eating out for $20. Okay. Okay, so nothing to do in the car section. All right, that's it. Nothing to do here. Okay. In the kids section, I do need to send 220 to the babysitter, and that's it. Oh, wait, actually, the 31st is not going to fall on a Friday. So I don't have to send anything to the babysitter. Personal spending, $10. All right, in the debt loan section, I do have to pay London Club, $1,059.22. This is what's going to push me way in the red. I don't have any credit cards to pay except for my Apple Card for $25. All right, so there we go. That's going to push me in the red over budget for $1,458.76. Now, you guys, I am going to zoom back out a little bit because I need to see it on a better scale, okay? So you guys pardon me. So I'm going to go line by line because I think the way I have this budgeted, there are some things that don't add up. So week number 3, I'm budgeting $50 because it's $25 here. But look at this. I have a budget for $25, but these three is $26.32. So I have extra going into the savings section. See that? Okay. All right. So I have 125 budgeted for the subscriptions, and let's see how much I really do need. I need 115. So we could change this amount. Oh, see, that's helping me, right? Because that's all my subscriptions and it's 113.98. So just to be safe, I'm gonna do 115. That's helping me out. So I'm expecting to shave off a little bit. All right. This is 294, not 295 for my cell phone. Okay. Copay and meds, I have $50 budgeted in here, but I didn't put any $50. So let's see. Week number 1, I'm gonna put 25. Actually, let's put it in week number 2 and week number 4. All right. Let's see if this totals $1,350. It does. So car payment is what it is, car insurance is what it is, fuel. I am only at 140, so I'm gonna have to put $40 here to equal out the amount that I have budgeted, and hopefully I won't need it. So $1,365.23. That is what it is. Okay, so the kids section total $1,476. That's what I budgeted. Personal spending, I am only at $40, so let's put an additional $10 here. Hopefully I won't need it. Oh, I need an additional $300 for one main. So let's put it on week number 4. I need to have $1,699.22, and there it is. Okay. In the credit card section, I need $709, and there we go. And let's see. All right, so as you can see, my total bills and expenses came down to $9,842.20, and that's great. I'll take it. I will take it, you guys. That's much better than what I was seeing before. So the only consolation is I think I'm a little bit off. So let's go and make the formulas better, okay? Up here. So this needs to transfer over to here, right? And this needs to be red. Okay. So there we go. Let's see now if I equal out what I said that I was budgeting. Let's see. All right. I don't. Something looks weird right here, you guys. Showing me that the sum of all these cells is $176.87 in the red, and it should be more. It should be more than that. I'm not sure what's happening here. Because my income is, oh, it's showing 9,665.63. Well, at least the expenses is correct. But I think the income is the thing that's throwing me off, right? Because the total expenses here total $9,842.20. Okay, so let's see something. So this amount plus this, or I should say minus. Okay, so this is going to be my paycheck amount. So I understand why this $3,200 is there. So that makes sense. Okay, and $10 from here is going to equal to this 2,000, this $1,290. That makes sense. Because these two are going to total, if I put $10 back here, it's going to total that $1,300.10. So that's correct. All right, so I think that's what the problem is. Okay, I think so. And these two here, this one plus this $1,800 should total this amount. Okay, okay, that makes sense. So even though these numbers are off on the bottom down here, they are correct. They are correct. So, you guys, this is what we're working with for the month of January. I know this was a long video because I had to definitely go through and show you my process of budgeting from the pre plan to when I get to put them into the weeks. So, the only thing that I'm going to do when all the transactions come through is go in and I'm going to log my transactions. If you have stayed on this long, I appreciate you guys. Put some prayer hands in the comments. I hope this was able to give you guys a clearer picture of what my budget looks like on a monthly basis. Things will change because, like I said, I don't know what the cost of living increases are going to be, but I do know that we need to do something different. We need to get some more money in. So there's a lot of different things coming in the month of January and coming in the year 2024. So you guys, thank you so much for hanging on. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share a comment, click the like button, and I will see you guys in week one. So my name is Melissa, and this is Budgeting Over 40. Thank you guys for watching.